Have you ever witnessed the abrupt transformation of an admired someone who exudes an abundance of power, joy, and laughter? Sob uncontrollably? I am astounded. It's devastating. It also serves as a sobering reminder that even the stars have their worst days. That is just what transpired with Kelly Ripa, the individual responsible for daily illumination for millions of American households. Kelly recently revealed heartbreaking news regarding her husband, Mark Consuelos, on her show and couldn't control her emotions. It was more than simply a heartbreaking TV moment for the fans. Life, love, and the hardships we don't always perceive are all brought to light by this. Keep reading because even though Kelly's emotions will make you cry, her tale and Mark's will inspire you in ways you wouldn't anticipate. The depth of Kelly's sorrow can only be grasped by retracing the steps to the beginning of the captivating love tale that brought audiences joy long before this tragic moment. Mark Consuelos and Kelly Ripa first crossed paths in 1995 while working on All My Children. The vivacious, quick-witted actress was her. He was the charismatic newbie. Their on-screen characters were enamored with one another. Life copied art off-screen, and millions of admirers' hearts followed suit. The fact that they tied the knot in a low-key ceremony in Sin City wasn't only a Hollywood rumor. It went on to become one of the longest-running romances in show business. After 3 children and innumerable achievements, their legion of followers continues to hold them in high esteem. Evidence that genuine affection may persevere in the face of extreme scrutiny. There will be unexpected challenges for any family, no matter how strong their marriage or how happy they are. It transpired during the most recent episode of Kelly and Mark's live show. Suddenly, Kelly's voice quivered as the cameras rolled and the crowd watched. Her normally bright smile waned, tears welled up in her eyes, and she choked on the words. None of this was pre-planned. This story was far from lighthearted. It was an expression of genuine, unfiltered feeling. Kelly continued by saying that Mark had been going through a tough time, something that had shaken their family to its foundation. People watching from home felt the impact right away. This wasn't your average morning news story. You have to put down your coffee and listen with all your heart when you hear news like that. Then, what was it? On national television, Kelly Ripa always appears strong. What could possibly make her cry? Mark Consuelos had been bearing a heavy load behind the scenes, away from the cameras. For a long time, he pretended to be strong, humorous, and confident. However, Kelly's latest revelations shocked the crowd and revealed her true self. Mark had been coping with a very private conflict. Money and celebrity weren't the motivations. It dealt with issues of health, identity, and the unseen struggles that people face on a daily basis. According to Kelly, the cadence of their lives had been altered by Mark's fight. It had caused her to doubt their relationship decisions, lifestyle, and the rate at which they were advancing in their employment. The most stunning thing was that Kelly confessed she hadn't known Mark was in so much suffering until everything fell apart. The night that altered Kelly's life was detailed by her. On this fateful night, her rock, lover, and best friend, Mark, spoke clean about his struggles. It was a devastating display of weakness from a guy who had before been untouchable. According to Kelly, she was also deeply affected by watching him cry. She was unable to conceal it on her show anymore. The reason she broke down in tears was because the man who had always been there for her was now reaching out for assistance. The nation's fans were hit hard. In their posts, many people shared the experience of seeing a loved one struggle under the weight of an overwhelming responsibility. Out of nowhere, the topic of fame diverged. Because it was based on genuine events, everyone could relate to Kelly's narrative. However, there is hope at the end of the story. What followed was, in fact, the most impactful component. Kelly made it quite obvious. Despite Mark's hardship, she would not choose her career, her celebrity, or even her daily routine over him. Her first priority, she assured his admirers, was his safety. She came clean about how they started making changes, like reducing their pace, making time for peaceful mornings and family dinners a priority, and declining draining obligations. She explained that the devastating news had served as a blessing in disguise, a reminder to value the here and now and to treasure their time together. There was some sadness in this message for the fans. It was heartbreaking to think of their beloved pair going their own ways. However, it was also motivating since it served as a gentle reminder that domestic love, not fame or fortune, is what really counts. As Kelly dried her eyes, she spoke words that would reverberate long after the cameras had stopped rolling. A remark made by Kelly has been live with Kelly and Mark's beloved presenter, Kelly Ripa, recently shared an emotional experience with her fans, leaving many of them devastated. Kelly, who is well known for her lively character and contagious enthusiasm, has never lost her cool while filming. The usually upbeat host broke down in tears on a recent program while breaking terrible news about her husband, Mark Consuelos. The closeness and affection between Kelly and Mark have been cherished by fans for a long time. The two have been dating since they first crossed paths in the 90s while working on All My Children. The foundation of their personal and professional lives has been their strong relationship. Kelly and Mark have always been there for each other, and it shows in their many on-air jokes and lighthearted taunting. Something changed though, and the news that Kelly was going to share was heavy with emotion. It all started when, despite her customary flair, Kelly's tone changed noticeably as she opened the episode of Live with Kelly and Mark. As if she were bearing a tremendous load, she appeared subdued and quieter than normal. A problem was apparent to the fans right away. Kelly struggled to maintain her composure as her emotions surfaced during the presentation. Kelly let her guard down and said that Mark had gotten some news that had shook them both to their core. Kelly found it difficult to discuss publicly, but the pair had been dealing with a personal issue. She didn't spill the beans on the broadcast, but it was obvious that the situation was incredibly distressing for them both. As she continued to analyze the emotional weight of the situation, Kelly made it clear that she was trying to retain her calm while speaking about the strength and endurance of their relationship. Kelly spoke on how she and Mark have always relied on each other through thick and thin while taking breaks to collect herself. She lauded Mark's resilience and shared her gratitude for his unwavering support throughout the years. Despite the hurt she was in, she spoke as though trying to highlight the good parts of their relationship. The vulnerability of the situation and the unpredictability of the couple's future were conveyed by the tears that filled her eyes. Kelly went on to say that she and Mark were currently facing some tough decisions, and that it can be difficult to sort through all the options. It's obvious that they've always been honest and forthright with their fans, but Kelly had a much harder time than usual disclosing such private details. Even more so than usual, the studio seemed deserted because renowned actor and co-host Mark Consuelos was absent for this program. Their chemistry has always been entertaining to viewers, but seeing Kelly handle the episode without him brought home how serious the news was. In an effort to show their sympathy and solidarity with the couple, viewers wasted no time taking to social media. Supporters who have been there for Kelly and her family throughout the years responded with an overwhelming demonstration of affection after her moving performance. With prayers and condolences, many people wanted the pair to discover solace and strength in one another. Even though it was a sad moment, many viewers connected with Kelly's honesty in revealing her vulnerability. This serves as a sobering reminder that even the most famous and seemingly perfect people experience doubt and sadness from time to time. The way Kelly spoke on the significance of relying on loved ones in times of hardship further added to the poignancy of her crying moment. She reassured her listeners that having loved ones by their side can help them get through tough times. Although the specifics of the devastating news regarding Mark Consuelos are not to be disclosed, it is evident that Kelly Ripa and Mark's relationship is unwavering, and they will confront any obstacles that arise as a united front. As they go through this challenging period, their fans will remain by their sides, providing love and support.